Hello and good time of day, whatever time of day it is where you are. My name is Nicole Daniels with you again, and I am going to go a little bit more into carbs this time. So if you missed session one, definitely go back to that and just get a refresher on the basic of carbohydrates. A little bit about me. I have a master's in public health with a concentration in nutrition. I actually work as a nutrition educator now, just educating the public on ways to eat healthier. And I worked for a research doctor who focused on nutrition. My own story, I worked with the functional nutrition even before that, and was able to get healthier, lose weight, and everything. And so I do know and believe in the power of nutrition and how it can help all of us do, even if it's just a little bit better. So today I'll be reading directly from the Mayo Clinic, and I will post a link to this so that you can always go back and refer to it. Carbohydrates are an essential part of a healthy diet, and they provide many important nutrients. Still, not all carbs give you the same health benefits. Here are some general tips on how to make healthy carbs work in a balanced diet. Make carbs one part of a balanced meal. Eating a meal that combines carbs, fat, and protein may lead to a better glucose response. Whole fruits and vegetables are great for your health. They add nutrients and beneficial compounds to the diet as well as fiber and water. Aim for whole, fresh, frozen, and canned fruits and vegetables without added sugar, or have measured portions of fruit juices and dried fruits, which are concentrated sources of natural sugar and have more calories. Replace refined grains with whole grains. Whole grains are packed with good nutrition. As a whole food, grains provide vitamins, minerals, fat, protein, fiber, and other beneficial compounds. Aim for at least half your grains to be whole and not refined grains. So when grains are refined, they go through a process that strips out parts of the grain along with some of the nutrients and fiber. For refined grains, choose that are enriched with B vitamins, iron, and folic acid. Okay, so think of like, what's a good way to explain it? Think of a nut, like you see a walnut and you see the outside of it. So you got all the components in it. So that would be, let's say that's a whole grain. But let's say you strip all the stuff out and you even throw away the little nut part that we would normally eat and you leave just like that little hard divider piece that's in the walnut. That's kind of how they strip out the whole grain to get the refined grains. And so it's not very nutritious for us, even though, it may be tastier and it may be cheaper. Another tip, stick to low fat dairy products. Milk, cheese, yogurt, and other dairy products are good sources of calcium, protein, vitamin D, potassium, and other vitamins and minerals. Choose low fat versions to help limit calories and saturated fat, and watch out for dairy products that have added sugar. Boost the beans, peas, and lentils. These protein packed vegetables are among the most versatile and nutritious foods. They add fiber, vitamins, minerals, plant based iron, and health supporting fats to the diet. They're a good source of protein and can be a healthy substitute for meat, which has more saturated fat and cholesterol. Limit added sugars. Without any nutrients, foods and drinks with added sugars raise the amount of calories in your diet. These items include sugar sweetened drinks like soft drinks, frozen dairy desserts like ice creams, or desserts such as cake or cookies. Check the nutrition facts labels for added sugars to keep track. The dietary guidelines for Americans recommend getting less than 10% of your daily calories from added sugar. So remember, go back to we talked about if you follow a 2,000 calorie diet, that's how many calories you try to consume a day. 10% of that is only 200 calories. And so, sometimes you can go to the store and they'll have those snack packs of like 100 calorie snacks or whatever. And let's say it's like the little thin, tiny cookies. Then 2 packs of those would be um, 200 calories. And so you want to, because of course they're cookies, they'll have added sugar. So you want to make sure that you're limiting those. Eating or drinking too many foods with added sugar can cause you to take in more than the calories you need each day. And then how carbs fit into your healthy diet. Your activity level, diet, insulin response, and gut all factor into what carbs are best for you. With attention to your needs and some limits, you can make any carb part of a healthy diet. And definitely talk with your healthcare professional. That's always my advice. If you have questions, talk to your healthcare professional because they will be the best source to help you because they know you. You can always ask to be referred to a registered dietitian who can work with you one on one to get you on the best path of health moving forward. Thanks, and I'll see you next time.